I remember early on when I just gave my life to Christ that there are a number of times where I wanted to walk away from God. There are a number of times when everything did just seem too difficult. Those early days when, you know, seasoned yet and you still have those attractions to the things of the world. So the things of the world not purge out there, not get enough time for purge out there so yet, and the Holy Spirit hasn't gotten the time to transform you and renew your mind as it. You get me? Those early days. So there are a number of times when the difficulty of what I was going through, because each of us, if we submit and if we allow the Lord, each of us has a training regiment that He wants to put us on. And boy, me that pray my one and me I say mine it too hard, mine it too difficult. Some people not gonna relate because some people, super Christian who stronger than the world. But me know say some people will relate to this. So yeah, me I look for my little training regiment where might give me, and it look like Joseph when Joseph brother them betray him and put him in a pit and sell him in a slavery and them little thing there. It look like when Paul have sleepless nights and shipwreck and people have beat him and stone him. So it feel to me. I remember one night time them me I reason with God, me go up on a run and me I reason with God and me I say, oh God, I feel like me I go walk away from you, And on that run, there was a section where me just start walk, me stop run and me start walk. And for a good while, me did that me I talk to God and me I tell God, say, yo God, me I reason with God how it would have look when me walk away from him. So me I tell him say, oh my life would have look this way and that way, and me say reason it out, I plan it out with God. Say, yo, this is how my life I go look after me make the decision for just backslide, walk away, turn away from him. Fast forward to now, coming on the other side of that hardship, and seeing that all things definitely work together for the good of them that love the Lord and are called according to his purposes. I realize that it is we as human beings who walk away from God too early. Because I remember one time I was praying to the Lord, one night I was praying to God and desperately pray. One of them desperate prayer the way I beg God for help in your life, I beg God for transform your life and them thing there. And I heard God say to me, say, I will. Is it me? He just said, I will help you, I will transform your life. And what I realize is that God is always faithful with his promises. God is always faithful with keeping up his end of the bargain. But it is we, the human beings, who walk away too early. And you see, the thing about walking away is it doesn't always look like going back to a life of sin. Sometimes many times, walking away is deceptive and it looks like, oh, God tell us, say, take that job there, but you decide to take that job there because it pay more. God tell us, say, quit that business there, but you decide to continue in the business because you look for money. Many times that walking away from God is not necessarily sin in terms of fornication and all of them stuff there. It is often as the sin of disobedience. It is often the sin of lacking faith and choosing to do things our own way and choosing to lean on our own understanding. Many times that's what it looks like. So for me, God have me on a certain training regiment, as I was saying earlier, and even though I was considering going back and backsliding, for some other people, that sin for them, that walking away from God for them would have been come off of that road of that training regiment that God wanted them to be on, not necessarily going back into a life of sin that I planned. But you get me. But my encouragement is to hold on to God. Like, no matter how hard it gets, and no matter how impossible it seems, no matter how much you've been hurt, no matter how much you've been kicked down, no matter how much pain you felt and regret you felt and embarrassment and shame and all them things there, because I've been through it. Just continue to hold on to God and continue to hold on to His plan for your life. Don't decide, say, just hurry up and decide, say, yo, God plan look too hard, or God plan to take too long, or God plan not gonna work out. Just continue to hold on to His plan, because I can testify right now that doing that is worth it. That doing that, you will see the ultimate good of it. Joseph was in the pit, as they say, and everything that he did in the pit, in that period of time in his life where he was in the pit, being dragged through the pit, everything that he did there, everything that he experienced there, everything that he encountered there, is what prepared him, is what equipped him, is what made him successful in the palace. Don't be afraid of hardship. Don't be afraid of suffering. Don't be afraid of grief once it is the Lord who you are doing it with. Because those things that seem bad, those things that seem awful, could very well be the things that make you thrive and that make you just an excellent performer in the palace. You're fearfully and you're wonderfully made. God bless you.